We have some breaking news out of New York City we want to bring to you at the moment. We're learning that an arrest has been made in the shooting death of that young mother on the Upper East Side as she was pushing her young child, her 3-month-old child, in a stroller. We're going to put up a tweet from NYPD Commissioner Sewell. This tweet went out about 30 minutes ago. I'm going to drop this here. Isaac Argro, 22 years old, has been arrested and charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon in regard to the tragic shooting of Azsia Johnson on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. NYPD detectives continue to be relentless in their pursuit of justice. So this is breaking probably about 25 minutes ago. We're working on getting a mugshot of this suspect, the 22-year-old Isaac Argro. Right now, you can see a live now look back out to New York City. We're also waiting for the perp walk of the suspect himself. We do have a camera outside the NYPD precinct. It's on the ground right now, unfortunately. The photographer getting ready to set up as detectives will be leading the suspect from the precinct to jail to face these charges. So right now, I want to leave this tweet up. We're going to follow this story. We're going to keep on this story, give you some more background, some more context. So you'll remember that this was a domestic incident, that the former boyfriend of that 20-year-old woman, Azsia Johnson, gunned down on a New York City street, pushing her 3-month-old baby in a stroller. An arrest has now been made. The suspect's name, Isaac Argro, 22 years old. He was arrested today. That's according to this tweet from NYPD Commissioner Keechant Sewell. Johnson was shot in the head on Wednesday night on the Upper East Side. Thankfully, of course, the baby, though not injured at all. Investigators were looking for the father, who was called a person of interest. His identity at the time was not released. Johnson was living in a domestic violence shelter and saving up to afford her own place. She reportedly texted relatives that she planned to meet her child's father the night she was killed because she felt bad he was not in their daughter's life. Johnson's mother, Lisa DeSort, told Fox News Digital, quote, "He threatened me with death, my daughter with death, and my other daughter with death. We called the precinct numerous times." Last night, at this time, there was a vigil held in memory of Azsia Johnson. New York City Mayor Eric Adams was there. Democratic Congresswoman who represents the Upper East Side, Carolyn Maloney, was there. And many other community leaders coming out to condemn this violent act on the streets of New York City to a young mother whose life now cut short. That 3-month-old, now without a mother, and the child's father, no doubt, will be arrested and brought up on these charges. So what we're about to be watching here, I want to go back out to this camera. This is outside of the NYPD precinct. Unfortunately, our camera's on the ground there. But the perp walk will be taking place at some time. We don't know when. And the suspect will be walked out from the precinct and then will go to be arraigned and face charges. So the charges are as follows: murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Hopefully we'll get a better idea of where the weapon was obtained. We don't know that information. But this has really thrown the community on the Upper East Side into a state of fear. This happened at night. Azsia Johnson was walking, pushing the stroller with her young child in it, and then was senselessly gunned down. NYPD Commissioner Sewell said she was shot point blank from behind in the head. This was a tragic situation. We're going to work on getting more information for you. We're going to leave this tweet up. We're going to put a few shots up for you as we continue to follow this story. Okay, 5 minutes past the top of the hour here. That's a Live Now look in New York City on the Upper East Side in Manhattan, as we have just gotten the news in that an arrest has been made in the shooting death of a young mother who was pushing the stroller with her young child in it on Wednesday night on the Upper East Side and was shot point blank from behind in the back of the head, dying on the streets of New York City. Now, though, an arrest has been made. We're learning just moments ago from NYPD Commissioner Sewell, Keechant Sewell, that Isaac Argro, 22 years old, has been arrested and charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon in regard to the tragic shooting of Azsia Johnson on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. NYPD detectives continue to be relentless in their pursuit of justice. And that is what we know. Remember, this is being described, or was being described, as a domestic incident. Johnson was living in a domestic violence shelter, and she was saving up to afford her own place. That's according to Fox News. She reportedly texted relatives that she planned to meet her child's father the night she was killed because she felt bad he wasn't in their daughter's life. And during a briefing directly after the shooting, we heard from Mayor Adams, we heard from Commissioner Sewell. Adams condemned the killing, saying, "This entire day we've been addressing the problem of over-proliferation of guns on our street, how readily accessible they are, and how there is just no fear in using these guns on innocent New Yorkers." And there you can see Adams at the press conference late Wednesday night. We showed that to you live. It's now Friday night. It's a little after 10 p.m. there in the Big Apple. And we're just getting this news in. So we are still monitoring as well the perp walk of the suspect, that 22-year-old Isaac Argro. Hopefully, and we've been in touch with some of our Fox 5 New York producers and reporters. Hopefully we'll be speaking to them a little bit later, maybe get a better sense on if Argro had an extensive criminal rap sheet. That, of course, is not known at this time. If he does have a criminal record, or if police were familiar with him, or if he was known to police previously, that all remains to be seen. Also, I'd be interested to see the provenance of the gun, of the weapon itself. Where was it obtained? Was it, an illegal firearm? Was it legally purchased? We don't know that at this point in time. But that is what I want to put this tweet up back on the screen full. The charges include murder and criminal possession of a weapon. So we're still monitoring the perp walk there in New York City. Hopefully we'll get that and we'll show it to you live. That's what we do here. Live, raw, and unfiltered news and events from around the country and across the world. This on the Upper East Side in Manhattan. We hopefully... our photographer there does pick up the camera soon and catch the perp walk, as this 22-year-old Isaac Argro will be arraigned on those charges taken from the precinct there to court.